So now America has a very is doing hue and cry on this topic, and also America. This is the first time when America is very open about it. It has already told that South whatever China is doing is illegal. So where all these things are going up is some symbol of war is coming.
Okay, as regards Americans is concerned, first of all, this is a Pacific Ocean. And the eastern Pacific side from here is all American coast. And till there, America has got various major military bases like Guam base. Guam base is supposed to be, they say there are more number of weapons in Guam than the American mainland itself. So all the major strategic weapons which are there, they have been stored in Guam, and it is a major American base. So that Guam is somewhere in the middle of Pacific. So this region, as far as America is concerned, it is a economic interest over here. Not only the resources over here, which should belong to the countries which are friendly to America, like to some extent we can say Philippines, Vietnam, they are also a little American friendly countries, and as well as Taiwan. So America's interest is that if China starts controlling this particular area, the American naval ships which are economic or the military, they have to pass through this to make a contact or have business with Japan, Australia and these ASEAN countries, then that they will be threatened. And then China is emerging as some kind of a strategic challenge to America as a world power. So America doesn't want China to come from that. So that is the second reason. And the third most important reason is the present policy of Taiwan. Okay, talking about Taiwan. Now, this is here, Taiwan is here, and this is our South China Sea. Now this is the northern region of Western Pacific. Now the area which is, firstly I should tell you the geography of this area. This has got, this is Senkaku Islands, which is part of Japan, which is also a disputed island between China and Japan, and whatever tensions China and Japan have, they are because of the control of this particular island. Then you also have Korean Peninsula over here. Now there is a strong problem between North Korea and South Korea, and South Korea is a basically American oriented country, and North Korea is more or less in Chinese parlor. So there are problems over here. And then you have Taiwan over here. As I already told you, the Taiwan was actually, if you see correctly, the Chinese government had to run away from the mainland, and they occupied Taiwan as a refuge once this Communist Party of China pushed them out. And this was led by Chiang Kai-shek at that time. But after Chiang Kai-shek was gone, they left their communist character, their original character, they became more democratic. And they made a lot of ties in electronics and innovations. They are way ahead of others. And unfortunately, because of the veto power of China, Taiwan is still not a member of United Nations. But then it has got a backing, solid backing of Americans. And now that once China has started showing its colors in South China Sea, and especially after the pandemic broke out and all kinds of things happened, which is a different subject we can talk about at a different time. So China has finally been, has an integrated United States. And United States want to help Taiwan because China has said one China policy. And since 2021 is the 100th centenary year of the Communist Party of China, Xi Jinping did have some kind of designs to ensure that after 100 years of CCP, they should be able to have one China. That means Taiwan becomes part of China. But that was not to be. And especially when the present president of Taiwan, which has been elected, Tsai Ing-wen, she has taken a tough resolve, and she has gone in for fabricating, innovating many weapons. She has gone in for agreement with US, and US has sold a lot of weapons to them. Also, US Navy, the aircraft carriers have been moving around. Whenever China threatens Taiwan, the US carriers, Nimitz and others, have already been there. There have been a lot of violations as per China of their airspace or their waters by the US and vice versa. US say that we are doing phono ops, that is freedom of operation of high seas. So China says that these are territorial waters of China, but as per UNCLOS, America says it is not so, so it is high seas. So those kind of tussles are going on. So as long as US protects Taiwan, there will always be a tussle between US and China. And just a point of information for you, this is a Hubei province where almost 40,000 Chinese troops, along with the artillery, along with the naval bases, naval forces, along with the air forces, and tactical missiles, strategic missiles, they're all based over here, ready to invade Taiwan anytime. So if that happens, that could also be a flashpoint for World War III, because if China and Russia get involved, other countries are likely to be sucked into that. So this is the region which is northern part of Western Pacific, and this is the southern part of the Western Pacific.